guys, this is Ray White at the Mushin Academy in Battle Creek, Michigan, coming to you with some more Muay Thai and MMA techniques. I'm here with Chavez Russell today, and we're going to go over some kick counters, particularly today the teep or the front foot push. And first counter is going to be a scoop, a foot scoop to give you an outside leg kick. So when he teeps, there's usually a forward pressure. Okay. So when he teeps, I want to step to the outside. I want to turn my hips and move to the outside of his kick. If I just try to stay here, he may penetrate in with his kick and get me. So I can't just try to block it because he may give me too much pressure. I want to evade and block at the same time. So I'm going to drop my hand, and what I'm doing is I'm pivoting to the outside, dropping my lead arm, rolling my shoulder, and deflecting his kick, and giving a little guidance past my hip, okay? And that's gonna help bring him forward to where I can counter. Okay, I still wanna keep my other hand up, and I wanna roll my shoulder. I don't wanna drop my hand, but I wanna roll it and step out. Okay, and it's like almost like the electric slide. I just wanna turn my hips and move to the outside. Okay, so he's gonna teep, and I'm just gonna scoop it to the side. And I don't have to catch it, but I'm just showing you guys that his heel will catch on the glove. Okay, if you have MMA gloves on, it's a lot easier. But I'm just gonna guide this past my hip and let it set down. From here, I'm just gonna throw a soft kick and then two kicks. And we usually do this one on the pads, okay? If he falls really close, then I can throw a knee. I can go to the knee range, okay? So it's a simple foot scoop, counter kick, and two kicks, okay? So the next one is a clamshell catch, okay? So I'm gonna catch it, and I'm gonna pull it through. And I'm gonna start with my lead hand on the bottom, my rear hand on top. And I'm gonna back up so that I can accept his foot, okay? Sometimes they actually hit you and you kind of catch it, but you want to pull past, okay? If I can time it right, I'm just going to pull him past. This is going to help bring his weight off balance. His hands tend to come up and his head tends to go back. From here, I can bring my arm across and I can sweep, okay? Let you guys see it from the other side. Okay, so he goes to teep. I'm going to catch, I'm going to obstruct, keep my chin down, and I'm going to sweep, okay? If I sweep low, it's a painful calf kick. If I sweep high, I can lift him up. Okay, if I sweep high, go ahead and grab my arm. Okay, I can take him up and bring him down. Okay, if you watch guys like Saenchai, he'll actually bring his hip in and kind of pop him right under the butt with his thigh. It's here, bang. That sucked. You're too heavy, you're too fat. Oh, God. Okay, so he goes to teep, catch, and I can bring my hip right underneath it. I'm gonna let him hold my arm here, but pop it up and bring him down. Or I can trap his foot. He teeps, and I can just drive through. Okay, I'm just trapping behind his foot and just run him down. Okay, catch and sweep. When we drill it on the pads, we don't knock our partner down every time, but it's good to get the catch and move into position. So again, he teeps, just practice moving into position. Okay, move around, teeps, move into position. Once in a while, you do want to do it. Maybe put the crash pad down and practice the drop. But the important part is the catch, pulling it to the hip, entering, and obstructing and sweeping the body. Leveraging the top of the body backwards over the trip. Okay, I can try to just kick, but this scissor motion is really gonna make that work. Okay. So what happens if my right hand is on the bottom and my left hand is on top? Okay, well you've got some options here. So I teep, but I'm gonna pull it to this hip. Okay, I don't wanna pull across. but I want to pull it to my hip. Now I'm moving into his strike zone, but he's also moving into mine. So from here, I drop and I throw overhand right. So I pull and I go right into an overhand with my guard up. Okay, so I'm going to catch, bring it to here, and then continue that motion. In one motion, just boom, pull and hit. Okay, pull is going to chamber that, my hip and everything's going to load, and then I'm going to move that weight forward. Okay, so he goes to teep, pull it in, and throw the shot. Okay, comes in, pull it, throw the shot, and follow up. Okay, now obviously if I can throw it overhand right, if he's close enough, I can throw it down elbow. Switch it around. He goes to teep. Okay, pull it. This could be the elbow. Body shot, elbow, sweep, elbow again. Okay, all those other combos that we did before to help make the right hand land, or make the right elbow land. But again, he teeps. Okay, I pull it. I have the wrong one on here. So again, he teeps. Okay. Teeps, something. So I pull it to the side in here. Okay. Again, just have to be careful because he can throw the same thing. He can throw a cross. Bang. He can throw an elbow. He could fake the and go with the cross. Bang. So this is just one of these things that you want to add variation to what you do a lot. If say maybe first, he teeps first time. I went this way. So maybe next time I go this way. Okay, so just some variation. Okay, if I did a clamshell with my lead hand on the bottom, I can do a clamshell with my lead hand on top. Okay, so option if my clamshell on the other side, say my right hand's on the bottom and my left hand's on top. Okay, some people will sweep to the front. Okay, that's a shin on shin. You got to have really conditioned shins, or let the adrenaline take over. But if you also just want to go with the lead elbow, you can pull them into the lead elbow. So a second option for the right hand on the bottom when he teeps is the lead elbow. I pull this to my hip, but this brings him into my lead elbow. Okay. So pull and advance. Okay. He teeps, I retract, he runs right into it. Okay. Same thing with the lead. I could go with knees. He teeps, pull, there's my knee, there's my strike. The catch sets up everything that follows after it. Okay, so another outside catch, or a catch and move to the outside. Can't talk. Another move that you can do when you catch and move to the outside is the spinning back elbow. Okay, so he teeps, and now I'm on the outside. I'm going to go with a spinning back elbow, follow up. Okay. If I'm just shadow boxing it here, okay. All right, I'm sorry. So if I just shadow box it, I'm just catching it, pulling it to the outside, bringing him here, and then throwing my back elbow, Deflecting, okay. So another option against the teep is on the inside. Instead of catching it, I'm just going to deflect. I'm going to deflect with my right arm against his left leg, moving to the inside. So when the teep comes, I'm going to chop down with my arm. I'm not scooping and moving out. I'm actually going to move through. So when the foot comes up, I direct it down and I want to move right in with the hip. This is another one where this kind of choo-choos, where before we retracted to the hip and came up. This one is just blocking across center line to deflect the leg and then coming up with a nice overhand. Could also turn into a down elbow. But say he teeps, hey, he goes to teep again, bang, just like that. Right here, right there. Quick circle, not a big motion, just enough to deflect it. Okay, deflect, bang, boom, bang. Okay, just follow up. Okay, these are just ways to keep the motion going. And another one against the front teep going to the outside is just an elbow deflection, okay? This is if he's teeping high, and I just chip it across with my lead elbow. Puts him right in front of me. Yeah, again, if he's teeping and putting his weight into his teep so he can move me, sway, okay, sway. Okay, now, okay, he's right there, and I can just counter. So as my right arm deflects, that sets up my left shoulder, okay, so my left shoulder's cocked. So the teep comes, I pop it, I'm ready to strike. Okay, I can go to the inside. Okay, I like to go to the outside, but you can play the game on the inside too. He goes to teep, I go here. Then I have my powerful right hand, left hook, and my follows. Okay, so I check, cross center line. I don't want to move it too far, but I just have to have it enough so that it deflects the kick so it doesn't land clean. And then I'm coming in with my quick counter. So say he's got his teep, he's got his teep, okay, that's all I gotta do. Okay, it doesn't have to be an exaggerated motion. I'm just changing my center line target so there's not a clean hit. First one is, go ahead, he's got a square teep, he just teeps it up, next one comes up, right there, okay? So you guys can see it from the other side. He goes with the teep, goes with the teep, just like that. Just check it here. I like that one a lot because I don't have to shift my cover much. It's not as exposing as dropping an arm. And again, the catch, if he fakes, if I bring my hands down, he can counter. But it's all a game, okay? Okay, so that's, to wrap it up, that's just a few counters off the teep, actually more than a few. But it's better to have 2 or 3 of those down really well, or one of those down really well, and be able to execute when you need to, versus trying to have 5 or 6. But it's nice to add to your repertoire and have something new to show, because your training partners will get used to what you're doing. And then obviously everything he did with his front foot, I can still do to his rear foot. So if he teeps with his rear foot, I can catch to the front and move on the inside. He teeps with his rear foot, I can pull it to the outside, answer on that side. He can teep with his rear foot, I can sweep. So all of those are still there against the rear. It's just that you're going to see the front teep or the front foot, front kick probably a lot more, especially in Muay Thai. So I hope you guys like that. We'll keep putting these up every week. And if you guys have any questions, put them in the comments below. Please give us a like and subscribe if you want to see some more. Catch you next time.